Well, as you can clearly see, it snowed. All bundled up. One thing I like about snow is you can think of this whole thing. This is literally crystalline water. And anyone who's ever moved energy or has been out at a lake or an ocean knows that access to water is access to a lot of ambient energy. So this stuff, pick it up, become one with it. Feel that energy signature. Hold yes, but at the same time bond with it. Okay, really understand what it is to become one with that feeling of the snow, the air, the cooler, more actually more purified air. Okay. The access to one's ambient environment. One thing that's really good about snow is typically it keeps most people indoors. Okay? While they're indoors, it's a lot less wavelength that's being put directly out. So you can go outside and be a part of the more purified air. There's people enjoying themselves. The ones who are outside are typically running around enjoying themselves, having whole lots of fun. Kids are sledding, and people are really digging what the snow brings for them. And I want you to see all these variations in what's going on with the sun right now, okay? So I'm reaching in and grabbing certain things, using the more pure wavelengths that the sun has to offer, okay? And then I'm taking it and literally just redirecting it to even miniature movements, okay? I think I've talked about ambient energy enough now at this point, created environments enough at this point, to where people are starting to kind of understand that ambience is when you're grabbing energy from the naturally occurring environment, okay? See this? Grabbing from the naturally occurring environment and then taking it and redirecting. Keep in mind that these are mass movements by the system. These are mass movements of consciousness, okay? So in other words, if you're a conscious node, you get to directly participate in that part of creation immediately. You just plug yourself right into it, okay? And then it's you and the universe dancing back and forth. And the universe will allow you, oftentimes, to have the illusion of being the conductor of the role. Okay? The thing is if you're sentient and you're aware, then that kind of gives precedence in a way towards your creation. Because the fact that you're aware and are creating within these territories or within these fields means that the universe also can see that you're aware and is just going, all right, let him enjoy himself. Let him participate, or her, in the act of that creation. Since most, at least of this this collective consciousness stays unaware, they're not aware that they're a plug-in point or a node that can have an effect on their surroundings. So they're not aware of this. Because they're not aware, they really don't have much direct influence in how the energy system will be guided, or how it will be activated, or what it'll be used for that matter. But as an aware individual, if you're thinking, you're already a part of that process. What I mean by thinking is thinking in terms of already being an activated, aware part, conscious part of the operating program itself. Lots of people think, but they have no idea that there's some sort of a conscious, or they play a conscious role. Most people don't even know that they play an unconscious role in how things are set up down here. Given the fact that they have no idea, it kind of puts their thoughts on a sideline. And so that's the reason why the collective mechanism can think for the whole thing. Because when you're aware, you can think for yourself, and you can make your own results. Okay? The results that I choose to make is what comes out. Okay, if I am reaching into the energy field itself, I'm then grabbing the wind. If I'm grabbing energy from the sun, if I'm redirecting energy from there to here, okay? If I'm wanting copious amounts, if I'm wanting smaller amounts, if I want to push, if I want to pull, if I just want to sit and allow myself to emanate energy out, just emanate. And I'm not talking blast out, I'm not even talking focus, just an even distribution everywhere. Notice the perfect interaction, the seamless movements between me, the sun, the energy field. That there is basically there to prove that the movements are happening, because a lot of people will even say that the wind is not occurring. They'll say that my walking up had nothing to do with it, but the fact of the matter is, if I can stop and start this, if I can sit here and play back and forth and have it do every last little thing that I want it to do, chances are, more than likely, I'm having an effect upon it. Tomorrow, I'm getting a new camera, that came in by way of donations through the Evolved Ministry site, YouTube, and my thing on Facebook, which of course that's where Evolved Ministry is as well. I want to thank every last one of you from the bottom of my heart, my soul, okay, for jumping in there and showing me what people can do with A, their compassion, and B, with their knowledge that something like this must continue and be brought to you at the best possible level it can be. Okay? I was blown away by that. One second, I don't even know what to say. one of the reasons why I was so blown away by that was because I didn't realize how many people who were not quote-unquote participating on the Evolve Ministry really wanted to see that succeed. So that lets me know that people really do want to see this go forward. And keep in mind, you know, although I can tap into the collective consciousness, okay, and although I'm able to do some of these things that basically all of us can do, I'm honed to do it, but I'm not a god. So in other words, I was completely blown away by the generosity of these people and knowing they truly want to see this whole thing succeed and for people to evolve. One second, someone's calling me. Of course. Hello? Too late. So anyway. I sit here and think to myself, the amount of time and how quickly everyone came together to make that operate. They came in, everyone decided that it needed to happen, and we probably got one of the best cameras that we could possibly have gotten for the price that there was and for the level of stuff that we're doing. And this will also help a great deal later on because I'm going to be making instructional videos soon that they do need to be high resolution in HD because some of these instructional videos won't have actual energy movement, you know, per se like this. Okay, but it will actually have CGI and animation in it so it can properly show you and give you the ideas of the things that you're looking for of how to engineer, and it gives you the right concepts of how to enact your ability to engineer. So the other thing is it's going to bring a live component to all this, which is going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, that I look forward to. I think the live component is going to bring forth a much stronger connection between what we're doing and what you guys are doing, and the fact that you're the audience or that you're watching or that you're trying to learn from it. Okay? And especially for the skeptics, we can be right there on the spot talking directly with you while we're doing the energy movements, of which that you say that I've been using CGI to complete. I can tell you this right now, I do not work for Lucasfilms, nor do I work for anybody of that nature. I don't know anything about CGI, although I'm going to try to learn so I can learn these instructional videos. I am also going to try to learn animation, but I'd probably be better served just finding someone who could do it. But this by no means, okay, is caused by CGI. Unless you consider, of course, the fact that we are, in fact, in a computer environment, of which case, technically, it is CGI because we're all in CGI. So, this whole thing's been magnificent. Pretty soon, we are going to literally try to take Evolve Ministry and Avatar Energy Mastery Institute. We're going to be trying to take things to a brand new level, which is going to help people achieve much more, much quicker than much more accelerated rate. Although you have to keep in mind that you do not want to take in knowledge, okay, or you do not want to take in all of this energy without having first really define in your head what you're trying to do, because remember, you don't want to gravitate too much towards power. As a matter of fact, you don't want to gravitate towards power at all. You want to gravitate towards the connection. These abilities are nothing more than a side effect, again, as I said a million times, of the connection itself. The connection, or actually, the abilities wouldn't exist, at least not the way I get to play with it, if I didn't have a connection with everything that makes it possible. of school right now watching this. So anyway, I'm going to move this forward real quick so they can see I'm not just talking to myself. So anyway, to everyone who out there who contributed, thank you so much. I'm leaving the ability now to donate up on YouTube because I realize that this will help me to be able to provide much better solutions, much better videos, have access to much greater things so I can provide a higher level of teaching. Truly, like I said, you know, at some point I intend to get some CGI programs if I can, but that's for the purposes of teaching. I do plan on learning animation, so all these things are going to end up costing and that sort of thing. I work every single day, I bust my butt, so I'm able to afford being able to bring this. So it's not like I'm expecting anything from anybody. If you feel the need to contribute and you feel the need to help and to donate towards this, it is greatly, greatly appreciated, but it is not expected. I've been doing this for this amount of time now, for a very long time actually, teaching both face-to-face and online at no charge. I also act as a counselor, okay? Deal and help people with a lot of their problems. And then I do other universal tasks on top of that. Stuff that it wouldn't even make any sense for me to talk about right here or right now, but I can tell you that they are needed universal tasks. And then working codes and all sorts of stuff that is within the system. So that way things remain harmonically in tune and balanced, at least for those who are reaching towards love. Reaching towards greater things. And again, you don't want to practice and have these abilities if you don't have the knowledge and the wisdom to use them for the right things. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and start a different segment now.